Okay, I got a treat for you. Here's something probably 99% of you have never seen. It's an old Crosley Ringer washer. Our other one's on the fritz. I'm getting a part in about 5 days for it. If it don't work, it has to go in a junkyard and I'll have to get a new one. Everything we bring out here we have to fly. So if I get a $600 washer, if I can't find anything else to fill up a load, it's going to cost me $1,000 to get it out here. That's the same with all the four-wheelers, the wheelbarrow, all these propane tanks. Everything we have out here has to come in an airplane. The boats, helicopters fly them out. That's more expensive yet. The motors, everything. It's not cheap, but it's beautiful and it's a wonderful place to spend time. So we're going to run this Crosley and give you a peek. I put one of them soap pads in there. It's cheaper than, a lot lighter than the other stuff. So we're going to load it up with clothes. And that way we can still wash if your main washer goes out. And these washers, they aren't like the old time washers. We had a washer out here for 20 years and then it finally broke. It was one of the old time ones. And now we've had two go out in 5 years. With all them computer chips and stuff, they're junk. I don't like them a bit. Too much can break. They're like everything today. It's all, they don't make it to last. They make it to last a few years and then you got to buy some more. So it's not a good deal. And this hooked up to the other washer, but this Crosley doesn't have a hookup. So we got to actually turn the valves here and make sure this don't jump out on us and run the water in it. Okay. You can see we got a big stream of water going. It won't take long. We'll have it filled up. Okay, you can see the water. It's got enough water to wash now, so I'm going to turn it off. There, that's off. Now we have these little switches here. Here's the on-off button. Do that, and then these levers start it. So we'll pull the lever up. There, it's gonna wash. We'll let it wash 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll drain it. If the Ringer actually worked good, this would be a better washer than this, but the Ringer is pretty much garbage at this point. It gets some water out, but not near enough. You can see it does a pretty good job agitating. When you look, you can see how dirty the water gets to it. It does a good job washing. I'll let it go a few more minutes, then I'll get the water out and we'll put some clean rinse water in it and go for it again. Okay, the water is getting dirty now, so we're gonna go down here and stop this thing. Okay, and now we're gonna put on the drain, and the drain don't work unless it's all the way up, so I gotta kick it in here and keep it working. And it doesn't drain out a whole lot, but you can see it works. You're never in a hurry up here anyway. And I got it set up under where we replaced that post. You can see it draining out of that white pipe. You can see the water coming out. It's going to go over the hill. So it'll take a minute or two. And then we'll run some other water in. Okay. We got the water all drained out of there. And we're putting back in some rinse water. And you know how that, we'll just cover the clothes up and turn it on to rinse, and then I'll show you how much more crap we get out when we rinse. And so here we go. We're going to turn the rinse cycle on one more time, and we'll let them rinse away. You can see the rinse water got pretty dirty too, so it's doing its job. I like the water, except I'll show you what I don't like about it here in a few minutes. So we're going to turn it off and drain the water again, and we'll start it back up in a little bit. Okay, while we're draining it, I'm going to start bringing these clothes out. This is the worst part of this machine. It's terrible. They'd have made a good bringer. You can see it takes some water out, but not near enough. These big pieces, you got to really watch what you're doing. To help it along. I'm pushing down with my forearm too. You can see the water coming now, but it's not like a modern machine. Whoops. We'll just have to back it up and go the other way to get this out of here. Okay then, you've seen the whole process. If it had a good wringer, I'd take it over this machine every time. But oh well, it doesn't.